Hello and welcome to Tuner Tips by Todderbert. In front of us we have the Novoo Explorer. This is a 10,000 milliamp hour waterproof power bank. I got this off Amazon during Prime Day sale. It was around 21 bucks. It regularly retails around $30 to $33. I bought it because waterproof. Thought it'd be something really cool. I haven't seen a power bank advertise that, so let's get to it. It's the box it came in. The Explorer by Novoo. There you go, with flashlight. Nice. I think every power bank should have a built-in light source of some kind. Makes sense. What's that say there? Convenient portability, built-in flashlight, dual device charging, IP67 waterproof. That's what caught my eye. I thought that was pretty neat. I think the side here, it says compatible devices. 20 years is on there. I'm sure it can charge most everything. Here on the back, more bullet points. We'll talk about these charge ports and what they do. But the IP67 waterproof, that's really cool. That's like jets of water hitting it. And we'll talk more about the waterproofing, I think, on this. Certified safe. Okay, that's cool. Okay, power bank, it can charge up to 18 watts. That's another key feature I liked about this. It has power delivery and Type-C. It's amazing. Yep. So there's your specifications. I'll probably forget to say something, but there they all are right there. The review's done. Not really, but you get the idea. And you can expect how many charges on like an iPhone 10, Samsung S9, iPad Pro. Really? I thought the iPad Pro battery was bigger than that. Okay. But here we go. Supports PD 3.0, PD 2.0. I didn't know this. QC 3.0, that's great. 2.0. Okay, and those other ones as well. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and open this up and get to it. It came sealed, as you can see. It's got two little stickers there. I already, of course, tested this, so I'd see how it performed for the video. And the box is empty. It comes in like a tray, so let's see what kind of goodies we get. We get a manual. We'll look at that in a sec. Always fun, right? Charging cable, Type-C. Okay, cool. And this looks like a carabiner. The power bank comes in a nice, like I say, tray here. It's held pretty well. But let's look at some accessories first. Yeah, this is a simple aluminum carabiner snap to hang it, maybe from a backpack or your campsite. I haven't even opened this up. I ripped this through. Let's get this open. There we go. You don't need that. Yeah, it's a simple aluminum. This isn't something you put a lot of weight on. Plastic, get out of here. But yeah, this is cool. So you can hang it. You can hang your lanterns with it too as well. Nice. You saw the cable, Type-C. Beautiful. Glad it came with it. It's the only way to charge it. The user manual, there you go. Explorer. USB-C power delivery. Has a bunch of languages. Okay, we'll flip it open and see what it says here. Go up close and personal. Talk about the protocols, indicator. The LEDs on this are very accurate. I was pretty surprised. I was watching that. It's, 4 LEDs, and of course, it's similar to most power banks. It does flash when it's getting weak. So, and I think the flashing gives you a good, 5% margin. So you have some time to get it plugged in to a power source to recharge it. Okay, there you go. Yeah, right here it shows the current. There you are. Okay, and then down here we have specifications again that you saw in the box. Weight, of course, I'll go over the dimensions here in a second. Charging the power bank. There you are. What else do we have? I can't get this up that close. I'm trying. Charging your devices. Package details. Attention if you need that. Okay. FCC statement. Okay, if it's important. Okay, we're done. That's the manual in a nutshell. All right, let's get to the power bank. Start talking about this bad boy. Yeah, it's my first waterproof power bank. I thought this would be a really neat thing. I saw it on the sale, and I'm like, you know what? That might be a cool one to pick up. And I'm kind of glad I got it. It's got a rugged exterior. Loving that. So there's the tray. We'll put that aside. Okay, let's talk about dimensions of the power bank. We're going to kind of zoom on down a little bit. Okay, so the Novoo Explorer. So this guy here, dimension-wise, across here is 2 3/4 inches. It's got a length, including this top rubber handle, it's 6 inches. And then we have a thickness of 3/4 of an inch. So it's fairly thin. Easy to pocket, easy to pack away. I do like that. This weighs 218 grams. That's not too heavy. So you could hike with this and have no issues. Do like that. So let's do a size comparison. I always like to have that. I don't have many that like this, so I'm just going to show you the common cheapies that I have. They're both Mr. Bats. This is the Mr. Bat Legendary PS016. It's the highest capacity 10,000 milliamp hour power bank to date until we got to this one. We'll talk about that. But this was my champ. Plus, it's a value leader. This is like around $9.99 to $7.99 sometimes on sale, and it's been as high as like $12.99. Of course, this one here I think is like $30, but this is supposed to be IP67 waterproof. I did not test that because we'll talk about why I didn't. Over here we have another Mr. Bat. This one's cool. This is the PS039. This one runs about the same price range, $9.99 typically, down to $7.99 on sale, and then I've seen it as high as $12.99 as well. This one's neat because it has a Type-C input, but only charges 2 amps in, where we'll talk about this one charges even faster, which is fantastic. This one here just has a micro USB. So you can see this is the more generic model, but produces the best power so far. And we'll talk about power in a little bit. So let's go ahead and show you the cards. Take an idea. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves power banks that are waterproof, man. He's Iron Man with the waterproof suit. There you go. You get the idea. I'm just trying to make it up on the fly. I don't have that scripted at all. So features of the Novoo Explorer. I like this. I actually like the look of it and everything. So it has ABS plastic construction, and it has some rubber treatments here. Does it get sticky over time? Maybe, but it's a power bank. You'll probably replace this in a couple of years anyway. But yeah, so you got these like surface treatment here. This is actual rubber here, like silicone rubber. And I think it might be go all the way around the edge here. On the bottom, we got some printing. There you go. There's all your power delivery. What you can expect. I'll go over those numbers again, hopefully get them right. But if not, freeze frame. There's the model number if you want to know. Holy cow, that's a long one. Not even going to bother reading that off. On this side here, the rubber goes around, and then you get the rubber switch here to see the battery status. So you press that once, it shows you the battery level, and then you can, I think, press it again, or double press, turn it off. Okay, yeah, so you can turn it on to check, double press to turn it off. That's actually good because some power banks, I think this one might too, produces some RFI around your radios. We're going to use this to charge, our portable, like say our single sideband radio here. This, has a micro USB input. We're on the go, we're in a tent. We'll have our waterproof power bank. Our radio not so waterproof, but maybe we'll have a waterproof bag for it. But yeah, this is nice if you left it outside. As long as the top is capped well, you'll be fine. So there's that. And then that power switch, also there's a flashlight on the end here. So there it is. It's a simple bluish white LED. It's pretty basic. But again, having a light source on a power bank is very cool. So press and hold, and it'll turn this light on. There you go. You can see it's just a bluish, it's just an area light inside the tent you can look around with. It's not to light your way on a path or anything. Just emergency lighting if you need it. Click once, I think. Like, hold it, turn it off. There we go. And we'll double click, turn that off. So there you go. You got our flashlight. You see how that works? Pretty simple. So this is what this is all about. So this is IP67, which means it can handle heavy rainfall, water jets in every direction. So that's its claim to fame. Now to look at this is the part that seals the jacks. It's an orange insert here. This is a very interesting piece. It's like a silicone rubber, and it has a metal bar inside for support. And you pull this up. It's rather easy to pull up. I thought it'd be more difficult, and it should be more difficult. So I don't know how water resistant that is. But you can see it has like stepped ribs there. It's probably like, 2 sets there. And then you can see the metal bar inside this. It's attached by a little silicone thing that probably could break and you might lose this thing, but at least it's something to protect the power ports. I would say IP67 is a little high. I would rate this more of an IP, I don't know, there's not really a 5, is there? Like I would say like a light rain at the most. Light rain, morning dew would be no problem with this capped, but a heavy rain, I'd be a little nervous. Of course, do not submerge this. This is not submersible. Okay, so let's talk about those ports. Open that up. This is where it gets fun. I like this power bank because of these charging ports. I know there's only 2, but it's pretty neat. You got the Type-C power delivery, and the power delivery is amazing. It has an input of 3 amps at 5 volts, so you can charge this thing really quick in under 4 hours. It also accepts 2 amps at 9 volts. When I plugged mine in, I have a Qualcomm 3.0 charger. Use my USB Type-C cable to USB to it, and it charged at 9 volts at 2 amps. This thing charged in under 4 hours. It was ready to go. Fantastic. The output, as you saw on the printing, the power delivery is 3 amps, 5 volts, 2 amps, 9 volts, and 1.5 amps at 12 volts. So depending on your device, it will provide that power. When you're using both ports, of course, it's going to divide it in half. This can only output 18 watts total between the 2 ports, just to give you an idea. So this one here is a QC 3.0. You can see it's orange. I didn't know that until I read that on the box in this review. That's interesting. But I did notice it was orange, and that kind of led me to believe it was a QC 3.0 port. So that does pretty much the same output as the Type-C does. So expect the same exact numbers: 3 amps, 5 volts, 2 amps, 9 volts, 1.5 amps, 12 volts. So same deal there. Total output on that port, 18 watts. Very cool. Loving that. So let's demo this. And we'll talk about power delivered numbers, and then we'll do a little demo and then do final thoughts on this. So this is an expensive premium type power bank. Now I've seen the Anker brand, and they're for their name. This is made in Hong Kong, not China. I thought that was kind of interesting for those who want to know. I know Hong Kong's part of China, but Hong Kong is kind of a cool tech center. Neat to know that was made there. So the power delivery of this one really impressed me. I think they use a premium battery inside here because it seems lightweight compared to, say, this Mr. Bat. This just feels lighter. So yeah, this produced a total of 6,838 milliamp hours, or 34.88 watt hours at 5 volts. That is absolutely amazing. The current draw was 2 amps all the way through. So yeah, very amazing. This Mr. Bat here was a leading champ at the same exact number, actually 6838, but its watt hours was 33.62, and it hovered around that mark when I recharged it and did a couple tests with this one. But this isn't waterproof, but it's cheap. So I mean, that's, if you just need cheap, this is the one to buy. But if you need something cool, rugged, camping-like, and you want this to hang out somewhere, you're doing some LED lighting for the tent, this might be the way to go. So there you are. And of course, you always got Mr. Bat, the little baby here. This is the PS039. This one only produced 5988 milliamp hours, or 30 watt hours at 5 volts. And this, runs about $10. So again, cheap, affordable, and has a Type-C input for easy charging. But I was impressed by how much power that delivered. I think it's an amazing build quality and battery inside this one. So as far as the waterproofing, it's a little questionable, but I would say I'd feel comfortable in a light rain situation. I'm not going to test that because, only in emergencies will I want to get this wet, but at least it has that ability to be waterproof to that extent. So let's go ahead and hook up some devices. So what I got here, I'm going to have to just open this up. I got my ever popular Ruidang UM25 USB meter. I'll plug that in. I think I got to plug it in upside down so you guys can see what's going on. There you go. Turns on. That's cool. Okay, so off to my left here, I have an iPad. And we can turn it on. You can see it's at 25%. Bring it up there. Okay, is it coming into focus? Okay, well, it says 25%. Trust me on that. That's cool. I have to run it dead pretty much to get a good draw. I don't like to use those, those loads, those dummy loads. I like an active device because this is real world charging. So we're going to hook up the iPad. I got the iPad wire here. I'm going to plug this in. Let's see if I got that right. Doing this on camera. Okay. This little thing's getting in the way. So, see, I think it turned off. So we'll have to switch, turn it back on. There we go. It's saying it's charging. So there you are. It's really cool. It jumps up really high, 2.2 amps. Now when the iPads are low, they tend to draw more. So there you are. Very cool. Yeah, so it's charging that up. And of course I could do a second device if I wanted to on the other port, and I'm sure it would divide that out. You probably have 2 amps on one and 1 amp on the other. It's typically how that works, and I'll bet you it favors the Type-C port versus the USB Qualcomm 3.0. But yeah, drawing a pretty good amount there. Liking that. So nice steady voltage there, and a little high, 5.1, but that's fine. And almost 2.1 amps. Beautiful. And then what you'd probably be using this for, mainly what I'd be using this for, is when you're on the road and you need power and you're off the grid and you're not a campsite or something. You got your radio here. I got this Texan PL330. So if I can get this in the camera, got this huge heavy cable. Let's get this plugged in. Now it's not going to draw as much, of course. It's going to draw, yeah, a little under half an amp. But hey, it's great. And now you can keep this thing running. You could probably get about, I'm going to guess, I would say, depending on that power level, about 6 charges, because the battery in here is about 1,000 milliamp hour battery. And as you can see, it's charging and it's showing the charge time elapsed. So pretty cool radio. I like having this ability to charge this on the go. And then, of course, yeah, it runs on a little BL5C battery to keep it nice, slim profile. So you could have a case that could hold both items. It's totally up to you, but I do like this shortwave connectivity. All right, there you go. So let's go ahead and disconnect all this stuff and do some final thoughts. And yeah. So is this thing worth 33 bucks? I don't know. I don't think so. I think 33 bucks or 30 bucks is a little on the high side. When I got this for 20, I think that's a fair price for what this is. I like the quality. I like how accurate these LEDs were when it was delivering power. I've had some where it stayed full and all the way down until half, and then it would go down to 1. It's just ridiculous. But this one here, those are accurate LEDs. I do like that. The brand, I'm pretty happy with this. Built-in light is nice. And then the ability to charge it under 4 hours, that's also a big deal. Seeing it charging at 18 watts was amazing. I really liked that. And it did it all the way through, which is fantastic. I do want to mention that does not support through charging. A lot of people wonder. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. But yeah, if you hook up one device, it will not, when you go to charge it with the Type-C, it automatically disables the other port. So yeah, it will not allow through charging. But it's a little guy, so it's not going to. Some of the bigger ones do. The bigger battery packs, they have the capacity to do that. So anything else I can mention here? I think I pretty much covered it all. So is it worth it? It's a maybe purchase at 30 bucks. If you like the looks and you like the idea of having a water resistant device, it is worth picking up at that price. But I would wait to see if it goes on sale. Put a watch on it. It gets under 25 bucks. Go for it. So it gets a maybe recommendation for me. These get a definite recommendation because of their value. Okay, this produces almost the same power, so these share the throne as the best I've ever tested on 10,000 milliamp hour power banks. And this one here is just cool because it's more compact and has a Type-C. A little less capacity, but I do like the build quality of this. It's just nice, compact, seems strong. So that's another one I would recommend. And I'll have links to these below in the comment section and in the video description, and you guys can choose what you like. But there you go. I do like this Novoo Explorer. I think it is awesome. I do like the fact it comes with the Type-C cable and, of course, the little hanger that you hook up in here. Not bad. So there you go. Alrighty. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a big like if you did. I enjoy doing these power banks. I have to do them pretty quickly because sometimes they just disappear off the market. And then I'm like, what? Where'd it go? It disappeared for 3-4 months and then come back. So I have to sit on the video forever. But hopefully when I air this, it'll be available. 2, if you like power banks, you like seeing what they can do, water resistant, waterproof ones, I'm going to look for more. I think these are amazing. Hit subscribe at the bell icon, get notified of future videos. And 3, comment below what you think about the Novoo Explorer. Do you like the idea of water resistant power bank? Do you think it's overpriced for what it does? Would you rather have the cheap one and just put it in a watertight bag? Let me know. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.